Why is cannabis paying more taxes in Long Beach than oil is? Does oil have a smaller environmental footprint? Does oil have more negative impacts? I don't think so. Here we are, standing in front of one of 4 oil islands. Check it out. Been doing a little research. Let's check out the 2021 budget from City of Long Beach. Here we are. Marijuana, $8 million. And that's just a municipal tax. And so you know, I think this number is low. Let's look at oil, way down here, 36, $1.5 million. And just so nobody calls me out on my facts, let me be more specific about it. We know that when you did this budget, Measure Us had not passed yet. Now Measure Us has passed. Ooh, you upped it from 15 cents to 30 cents a barrel. So impressive. So that gets it to $3 million. And yes, I'm also aware of Measure H that passed in 2007, where you earmarked some money for police and fire. Oh, great idea. Earmarking money for public safety so they can come at us harder on the war on drugs. None of this makes any sense. So soaking wet, on a good day, to be fair, they're making about $6 million off the oil companies. That's about 63 cents a barrel. How much is a barrel going for right now? About $70. So the oil companies pay less than 1% of gross. Does that make any sense at all? Meanwhile, we're paying 8% in municipal tax, and on top of that, with state and excise tax, we're paying over 30%. And look, I'm not here saying let's raise the tax sky high on big oil. I think heavy tax on businesses are stupid. We don't want people paying more for gas, but why do we want people paying more for cannabis? And look at this. It's in our beautiful ocean. It's just sitting here. They've been raping billions of dollars worth of oil out of here for 70 years. I bet you we could even do something with that midsection of the breakwater if it wasn't for the oil islands out here. All I'm asking is a fair policy. Oil companies are paying less than 1% of their gross sales. They're putting out 8 to 10 million barrels a year here. They're making $500 million, and we know they have some more money. And who's doing more community outreach? The oil companies or companies like us, Catalyst? You want to hear another crazy statistic? Within city limits, if you add up sales tax, which the city gets some of that, and the county gets some, and the state gets some, and excise tax and municipal tax, little old Catalyst is paying more money in taxes than all of big oil in the city of Long Beach. That's ridiculous. Here's my plan, because we know the city's not giving up the revenue. I'm calling it the fair tax plan. And y'all know I got chops on this issue. I was the one guy in the retail industry in Long Beach during the pandemic that said, hey, cannabis could pay a little more. We're the luckiest businesses on the face of the earth. But guess what? The fucking pandemic's over, and it's time to talk tax reform. I'm calling it the 3% flat tax on oil and cannabis. City officials put together another ballot measure. We realize we need a 2/3 vote for it to be ratified. Cannabis tax should be 3% of gross, and oil tax should be 3% of gross. By the way, your gas goes up, your oil goes up, oil pays the same amount a barrel. Doesn't make sense. If the city wants to make more money, if they made cannabis tax 3% and they made oil tax 3%, it would be revenue positive in a major way for the city. And again, let me emphasize this point. There's a thing called climate change. There's a thing called environmental impact. What's doing worse for the city? Oil companies or cannabis companies? We putting up new storefronts, creating the new jobs, doing a bunch of community outreach. Where's the fucking oil companies? I challenge anybody who represents the oil companies to come and debate me on camera on this issue. I'm tired as a cannabis person and a cannabis business owner being discriminated against in business. We get raped on 280E, we get punked on banking, and now we're getting punked on taxes. Let the cannabis people pay the most. And we don't pay it. At the end of the day, our customers pay it. And you know we're trying to bring fireweed at fire prices. Help us do it. Weed for the people.